The Myanmar's ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi has been moved from house arrest to solitary confinement without any explanation. The country's military rulers have ordered all legal proceedings against the deposed leader to be moved from a courtroom to a prison. Now, Aung San Suu Kyi remains in detention at an undisclosed location in the capital, Naypyidaw. Now, the Nobel Peace Laureate was arrested during the military's coup early last year. Since the coup, 77-year-old Aung San Suu Kyi has been charged with at least 20 criminal offences, including multiple counts of corruption. The multitude of charges carry a combined prison sentence of almost about 190 years. So far, Aung San Suu Kyi has been convicted of a raft of different charges and has been sentenced to 11 years in prison. Now, Aung San Suu Kyi has denied all of the charges that have been levelled against her, while Western countries have called the convictions a sham and have demanded for her release. The military has said that she is in fact being given due process by an independent judiciary. The transfer of Aung San Suu Kyi to solitary confinement is being seen as a tactic of intimidation by the Human Rights Watch. Deputy Director for the organisation, Phil Robertson, has asserted the military is looking at Aung San Suu Kyi as its mortal enemy. And as long as she is free to be able to participate in politics, the military will never achieve power in a democratic system.
It's pretty clear that the military junta wants to intimidate not only Aung San Suu Kyi, but also her supporters. This is about showing how serious they are about going after opponents of the military regime there. This is about trying to indicate to the National League for Democracy that they are prepared to hold their icon, Aung San Suu Kyi, hostage against some sort of better behavior or better treatment.
Meanwhile, a UN expert has urged more pressure on Myanmar's junta from Southeast Asia's regional bloc. Now, Myanmar is a member of the ASEAN bloc. Myanmar has been in turmoil and its economy paralysed since the 21st of February coup. But efforts by the 10-member ASEAN to bring peace to the country have stalled. The military is struggling to consolidate power and is facing increasing resistance from militia groups. Last year, ASEAN agreed on the so-called 5-point consensus, which calls for a cessation of violence and constructive dialogue, but the junta has ignored it. The United Nations Special Rapporteur on the situation of human rights in Myanmar, Tom Andrews, has said that clearly more needs to be done or there will be more death and suffering. Now, Andrews has said that the 5-point consensus is completely meaningless if it sits on paper. Andrews has said that it is preposterous to suggest that elections planned by the military junta for the next year will be free and fair. Divisions in the ASEAN have also complicated the attempts to try and resolve the crisis. Some ASEAN states have spoken against the military takeover, but others have appeared to be pretty reluctant to take a stand against the military junta's capture of power last year in a coup.
The longer we wait, the more inaction that there is. The more people are going to die, the more people are going to suffer. And the people of Myanmar just can't take another year of inaction. A 5-point consensus means nothing unless it takes flight, that is to say, unless there's action.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.